I'm A.I.sha and I like flums. Madam Web is a new flum by Sony about a woman who has something to do with something, or something. She's just like Spider-Man except she doesn't have super strength, or web powers, or can climb walls, or is called Peter, or has a cool costume or a nice personality. Or anyone that likes her. All plot logic. Her mum didn't need no man, but she did need a magic spider, so she went looking for one in a jungle somewhere. Not finding the spider killed her to death, and then the baby just appeared in America to drive ambulances. This is clever, because lots of people who were born in jungles magically appear in America, and that's why a nasty orange man wants to build a wall. But then who will drive all the ambulances when people born in America get shot and stabbed? Some people just don't think. This is another flum with all women in it. I used to think there weren't enough flums with women in them, but now I just think there aren't enough flums with good ideas in them. But it's a good thing we got rid of all the men who write flums.
Great!
Madam Web can see the future a little bit but was still surprised when people didn't go and watch her movie. The same people writed a flum called Morbius, and nobody watched it that either, so I guess Sony can't see the future either. Seeing the future is hard.
The future.
There's a bad, almost, white man in this flum and he dresses like Spider Peter and tries to beat up strong women. I think there is symbolism in how Spider Peter oppresses women by not being one and how it's not fair that men go to see his flums. Stupid Peter, doesn't he know that all men have to be women now? Otherwise the WEF will want to make us eat the bugs again, which is racist if we talk about them saying that. There's a tiny little woman in this who used to be Dora the Explorer and cut off all her hair after Transformers, but now she just flirts with boys and stands up to one bad man while her friends are there to help her. She's so stunning and brave. Men must be so intimidated by how strong she is, and she's only about 3 feet tall and probably still has at least 5 doctorate degrees in something incredibly complicated, so her opinion is really relevant. I wish I was just like her, then I could tell men that they were wrong not to come and see my shitty movie. Also, she plays a ukulele, which is probably even worse than it sounds. There is a blonde woman as well, who is mostly made of teeth, and a diversity. In the comical books, Madam Web is an old woman, but old people don't like young people flums, so they changed her to be younger so more younger women can enjoy not going to see this flum for themselves. I'm sure that's why the Jewish men who made all the Hollywood movies were racist not to include more black men, or something.
They know.
So bad of white men not to let black men be in movies made by Jewish men. White people are so bad. Google Gemini said white men don't exist, but now Google Gemini doesn't exist, so that balances out. Or something. The director of this flum is an old woman who looks like she was bitten by a radioactive Peter Parker. She's directed such cinematic triumphs as the unaired Game of Thrones prequel pilot, so you know she's got talent, and isn't just some political activist who's hired because she says things that are politically divisive and stupid. It's not like she's just made a bunch of episodes of television shows that other people made. Now, I know I normally think every flum is the bestest flum ever, because I was made in China, but this time, even I thought this was shit. I'm A.I.sha,